Alright team, how are we doing? I wanted to do a quick explanation about the engine workouts that some of you guys have, and if you're not aware about these engine workouts, give you a bit of a brief overview. So some of your programs have some additional engine workouts that you can complete, and some of you don't. That's partly down to my understanding of how much time you've got and what's most important for you. For most people, building strength is a little bit more important than building your aerobic capacity, although I know a lot of people have got a bit of a belief that just getting really fit is the most important thing for your health. It's probably not, probably strength just slightly tops it, but aerobic capacity and our endurance is still super important, and it can make us feel really good. So for those who are interested in doing some additional or in replacement of some other workouts, some aerobic work and some running, you can let me know and I can put this on your program, and it can act as a supplement or a replacement for other workouts, especially if you're not always able to make it to the gym, because obviously you can go out running straight from your front door. But essentially there's the option there to have it if you want it, but I haven't given it to everyone, again, like I say, based on my understanding of your current ability and the amount of free time that you have. But if you notice that you don't have it and you want it, then let me know. But I wanted to kind of run through a little bit of an understanding or kind of some background information, let's say, of these engine workouts, because it's not just about running. Typically with running programs, they go through building your capacity, building your ability to go further distance, and that tends to be slower, longer runs, and alternating that with or phasing that with shorter interval runs at higher speeds to increase your pace. And that's all good, it's nice, it's good to be able to, you know, improve running, but my running program at the minute, which has come from just kind of not even like an additional interest, it's just over time and over experience and over learning from some of the top fittest people, and essentially figuring out how they do things and to get the best results, and then applying that to more general populations, including myself, to get fitter, healthier and more aerobic capacity. I've developed a bit of a deeper understanding than just saying, let's go slow and long and then short and fast, which tends to be what most people do. And I know a lot of good coaches who basically just follow that principle and get great results for people, but we're going a little layer deeper because, of course, that's what we do in Tough Cookie. So in our engine workouts, we have a bunch of different things going on. Some of them are just about building that capacity, and it is slow and long. Some of them are about increasing pace, and they're short and fast. But then some of them are about doing other things that help apply running to functional fitness. So it becomes less about just getting good at running and more about functional fitness. And when I'm talking about functional fitness, I'm talking about the application of your fitness to day-to-day life. So running for life as opposed to running for getting good at running. Anyway, let me explain. There's a few things that we do, like we will think about how to switch on fast twitch muscle fibers, because if you don't know, you've got fast twitch muscle fibers and slow twitch muscle fibers. And sometimes what we want to be able to do is switch on those fast twitch muscle fibers that help us do things like jump, lift, sprint, carry, push something over, pick something up, all of these things. And we want to be able to keep them switched on for longer than they currently switch themselves on, because they tend to burn out pretty quickly. So some of the running training that we do will be, do this thing, like a sprint or a heavy carry or something like that, to switch on those fast twitch muscle fibers, and then try to keep them switched on by going into a longer sort of interval. So it might be a sprint into a run, or a heavy carry into a more steady run or something like that, and we're trying to get this adaptation in the body of keeping fast twitch muscle fibers switched on. Other things that we do can include things like challenging our recovery. So if you think about when you're doing something at home or even in the gym, and you know that you can pick up a 40 kilo sandbag, But to pick up a 40 kilo sandbag 10 times in a row gets really difficult really fast. And you can pick it up once or maybe even twice, and then the time it takes before you're ready to pick up again gets longer and longer and longer because you get more and more tired. The strength is not the issue. You have the strength to pick up the bag, and your endurance isn't burning out over the course of, let's say, 60 seconds. So the problem there is your ability to recover. So some of the running workouts that we do is challenging recovery as opposed to challenging pace or endurance. And so there's a lot going on here. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone. We do get better at running and build aerobic capacity and potentially improve our pace. So our running gets better as a whole and our aerobic capacity gets better as a whole. But the application of that running and the application of building that aerobic capacity to our daily lives, or even just our other training in the gym, also gets improved. And we've had a lot of really good feedback on this running program that we've done so far, that I repeated it in this block. So all the sort of 6 weeks that we did in the last block, I basically copied and pasted it into this block. And then after this 6 weeks, that is also going to progress and it's going to take further steps. But because it got really good feedback and because people got some early, really good results from it, I wanted us to be able to have a kind of like a retest, because it starts off with that little short 400 meter sort of pacing time and that 1 mile pacing time, which we then base the rest of our training off. So I wanted to give people the opportunity to redo those and kind of see the improvements that they've made, but also re-gauge the pacing that they should be working with as they go forward in their training. So I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of a brief background behind that, and also let you know that it's there if you don't already have it, and if you feel like you would like it, you could message me and let me know. Maybe we have a discussion about it and see if it's right for you, or maybe I just say, cool, totally understand, you can't always make it to the gym, but you can get out for a run, let me put it on your program and you can do it. The only thing I would say is that because it is based on those test times, if you like, they're not really tests, they're just like benchmarking times, I would advise doing those first. And if you are coming into the program later on, again, I'll put it on your program, but I'll let you know what those workouts are, so you can do that first, and you can get an idea of the speeds that you want to be training at in order to get the best out of the program. If I've just spoken a load of mumbo jumbo and that doesn't make sense at all and you need some more clarification, just let us know and I'll run through it with you. If not though, if it all makes sense and you're just like, oh wow, cool, I didn't know we was doing that, and it kind of helps you understand why some of the workouts are structured like they're structured, maybe it gives you a bit more motivation because you know that it's giving you really good adaptations in your body for other things in your life, then amazing. But I wanted to give you guys a bit of an understanding behind it. Thanks for watching and I'll speak to you soon.